Good morning, one and all. Now, in today's class, we'll be studying about the next institution, that is SIDO, that is Small Industries Development Organization. Now, this institution, which is there, it helps in giving technical and managerial input. Okay. Now, this institution will help the organization in order to give whatever the input. Okay, input means what? Whatever the result or input is there of the managerial, and making project report and training entrepreneur of small scale industries. Now it is a small scale industries which are there, and which entrepreneurs are working in the small scale industries, proper training will be provided to them. Okay. Now suppose if a entrepreneur who is there, he is a new entrepreneur or a fresher entrepreneur, he don't know how to work in a industry, doesn't have that much experience and all that, he is a fresher entrepreneur. So this institution will provide a source of help in providing training, in giving training to the entrepreneur, so that these entrepreneurs can work in a small scale industry. And it also maintains close contact with financial and training institution. Okay. So let us understand what are the functions of SIDO, that is Small Industries Development Organization. First one in that is what? Functions relating to coordination. In that first point, to evolve a national policy for the development of small scale industries. Okay. Now what all efforts can be done for the development of small scale industries? As you already know that small scale industries are having less investment. Okay. The small scale industries which are there are having less investment, and number of workers are also less or limited. So national policy can be evolved for the development of small scale industries. So that what happens, a little kind of help can be provided by SIDO, so that they can contribute for the development of the small scale industries in the form of the technology. Okay, so that even they can have a good competition in the market when the technology upgradation is been done. Okay, or there is a development improvement in the technology. So even the small scale industries can try to improve or develop themselves. So for the development of small scale industries. The next one, to coordinate the policies and programs of various state government. So this institution also they will try to coordinate. Okay, they will try to coordinate means proper link will be provided between whatever the policies and programs have been made arranged by the state government. Then to maintain a proper link with the related central ministries, planning commission, state government and financial institution. Not only the state government will have whatever their contribution, but apart from that also link will be provided with the related central ministry which is there. Okay, planning commission and state government. Then to coordinate the programs for the development of industrial estate. Now first clearly you need to understand what do you mean by industrial estate. Industrial estate means what? Okay, now a particular land will be given and government will provide a industry or a land area for the entrepreneurs, and along with that other availability facilities will be given. Like apart from that, what all other infrastructure facilities are required. Okay, like water facilities, power connection. Okay, then which all working conditions are required in the industry, that is called as a industrial estate. So they will try to coordinate the programs for the development of industrial estate. The next one is functions relating to industrial development. Now we are going to study what are the functions relating to industrial development. In that, first one is to render the required support for the development of ancillary units. Now what do you mean by ancillary units? Ancillary units means what? Supplying small spare parts and components. Okay, like this industry or these units which are there, they will supply small parts, small spare parts and components, and they will give it to the large scale industry. Okay, so that is called as a ancillary unit, supplying small spare parts and components which are there, and that will be supplied to the large scale industry. The next one is to encourage small scale industries to actively participate in government stores purchase program by giving them necessary guidance. So this institution also they will try to encourage the small scale industries. Now, as you already know that small scale industries doesn't have enough technology available with them, okay, that much enough investment money is not been there. So this institution, they will try to encourage or guide the small scale industries so that even they can participate in the government stores purchase program, and they will give them whatever requirement of guidance and assistance is there. Okay, see, nowadays you can see that, okay, different kind of sale exhibition will come. Okay, there what happens, whichever the small pieces are there, show pieces, decorative items and all that. Okay, so these all things will be manufactured by the small scale industries, and small scale industries, they will try to manufacture these products, and that will be sold in the market in the kind of a sale and exhibition. So this is all about this institution, that is Small Industries Development Organization. Now just briefly we'll explain the function. First one was what? Relating to coordination, in that to evolve a national policy for the development of small scale industry. So what policy they can be adopted so that they can develop the small scale industries, when small scale industries are lacking in the technology part, of which things are not available. Okay, so they can try to develop the small scale industries and to coordinate whatever the policies and programs of various state government, and they should provide a proper link with the central ministries, planning commission and state government, and also to coordinate the program for the development of industrial estate. So not only the government will provide the different industries and organization, okay, apart from that, whatever requirement of other facilities have been there are also been provided, like similar to the working condition. Okay, like whatever requirement of stores are there, materials have been required. Okay, then apart from that, other infrastructure facilities which have been required. Then functions relating to industrial development, they will to render the required support of the development of ancillary units. What do you mean by ancillary units? These units will supply small spare parts and components to the large scale industry. Then to encourage small scale industries to actively participate in government stores purchase program. So this institution also will try to encourage the small scale industries so that they can participate in the government stores program, and also they will provide them necessary guidance, advice and assistance. Okay, so it can be sold, whichever products have been manufactured in the small scale industries, those can be sold in the form of a sale exhibition. So this is all about this institution, that is Small Industries Development Organization. Now next we'll be studying about the profile of entrepreneurs. Now in this module, the half module we had studied about the all institutions, and remaining half module will be studying about whichever the profiles of entrepreneurs are there, means their history, when were they born. Okay, their life history is to be studied. The first entrepreneur is Dhirubhai Ambani. So first one is Dhirubhai Ambani was a business tycoon, founder of Reliance Industries. So this entrepreneur, he was a founder of the Reliance Industries. You might have heard about the Reliance Group or Reliance Industry. So who might be the founder of Reliance Industries? Dhirubhai Ambani was the founder of Reliance Industries, and he was born on 28 December 1932 at Gujarat. So this point no need for explanation, because as itself the point says that when was he born, and he was the most enterprising entrepreneur. Then he started his successful business as a small worker in oil company just after he finished his matriculation in Aden. So Dhirubhai Ambani, when he started his business, first he started his business as a small worker in oil company. He did not aim at a very high business and all that. Initially he started as a successful business as a small worker. Okay, he worked as a worker in oil company. After he finished his matriculation, means after he finished his 10th in Aden, he started his business as a small worker, okay, in a oil company. Then he worked there for a salary of rupees 300 in a company called A. Bessie and Company. So starting his salary was very less, only rupees 300, okay, and he worked in that company only as a small worker in one oil company, and the name of that company was A. Bessie and Company. And Dhirubhai Ambani is awarded with starting equity cult in India. The company has further diversified into telecom, insurance and power sector. Now this company, Reliance Group or Reliance Company which is there, it has been diversified. Okay, diversified means divided into telecom industry is there, insurance and power sector. And Dhirubhai Ambani was named the Indian Entrepreneur of 20th Century by the Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. So Dhirubhai Ambani, he was named as an Indian entrepreneur. Okay, means this name was been given to him as an Indian entrepreneur of 20th century. And who had given that? Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. So Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry had named Dhirubhai Ambani as the Indian entrepreneur. The man from rags to riches, Dhirubhai Ambani breathed his last on 6 July 2002. So Dhirubhai Ambani died on 6 July 2002. The man from rags to riches. What do you mean by rags to riches? He had come from a poor family. Immediately he did not become a rich man. Okay, he had come from a poor family, and later on you can see in his profile how he struggled himself. Okay, how he struggled his life, and he became a rich person, and then he became a founder of the Reliance Group. Now just briefly I can tell you the profile of Dhirubhai Ambani. He was a business tycoon. Okay, means he was a founder of Reliance Group or Reliance Industries, and he was born on 28 December 1932. And he was the most enterprising Indian entrepreneur. Okay, but he started his career as his only small worker in an oil company. Immediately did not become rich or immediately did not become famous. Okay, first he started his business as a small worker in oil company after he finished his matric, and there he worked only for a salary of rupees 300. Only that much salary he was been getting. Okay, and the company which is the Reliance Group has been further diversified into the telecom, insurance and power sector. And later on the Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, okay, they named Dhirubhai Ambani as the Indian Entrepreneur of 20th century. So one term has been given there, the man from rags to riches. Rags to riches means what? He was a poor person. Okay, then how he struggled his life, and then he became a rich person, and he died on 6 July 2002. So this was the profile of Dhirubhai Ambani. So in today's class we had studied about SIDO, that is Small Industries Development Organization, the functions of Small Industries Development Organization, and the profile of successful entrepreneurs. In that first one was Dhirubhai Ambani. How we have seen the life history of Dhirubhai Ambani and of which industry he was the founder. So in today's class these two concepts we have covered. Thank you.